They don't want you to know who the real chosen people are, because if you found them and you learned their spirituality, you'd turn this whole thing.
Hello people, welcome to my channel. If you're coming across my channel for the very first time, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, thank you for your support, and I hope we are all doing fine. So in today's video is about these palm-colored people who came on TikTok to give us the true information about people in the Bible. So this happened, or this information, the videos from these people were reviewed before Putin opened that Vox to announce that Jesus was black. So the people in the Bible, we are going to listen to the conversation or the videos from these people. At the end of it, I will leave my own comment. Please don't go away.
Sunday, a good day to correct some false teaching and lies that you've been told while sitting in church or even watching movies, reading books. Moses, chosen by God, given the 10 Commandments. Most of the laws are based on that today. Even your Constitution in America some of it is based on the 10 Commandments. Moses, born in Africa, raised by Africans. Moses was a Hebrew, an Israelite, and a black man. All Hebrews were black. He married a woman from Ethiopia, and his sister Miriam didn't like this. She didn't like it because Ethiopians had a different culture to them. So she was talking bad about Moses marrying out of his race. So God was listening to this, and God said, Miriam, Aaron, who the one she was gossiping to, and Moses, please come to the temple steps. I have some things I want to speak to you about. So they were on the temple steps, and he said, Miriam, you have been talking about your brother Moses, slandering that he's marrying outside of his culture. That is a sin. He said, so for your punishment, I'm going to strike you with leprosy and whiteness. So she was struck to become a white leper. Now, you can read all this for yourself. The whole story is in Numbers 12, starting at verse 1. So then Moses saw this, and he said, please, God, she's my sister. She probably didn't mean to talk about me like this. Please, I beg you, restore her back. I don't want my sister to be a leper. So God, he loved Moses. So he said, Moses, if she was talking bad and your father found out and spat in her face, for 7 days she would be ashamed and have to stand outside the house. So for 7 days then, she will become a white leper. Then after 7 days, I will restore her. But do not forget this lesson. So this you can read for yourself. So next to racism, which is a very dark thing in people's hearts, is jealousy and envy. And be very careful, because what the Bible says about envy is, and you can read it, Proverbs 14:30, it rots your bones.
Shalom Israel, and to the Gentiles that hold on to the truth of Messiah. So it's an excellent question. Who are the real Hebrews? I get this question from Gentiles a lot, but I also get it from Hebrews who know they are, because they're trying to see what side of the truth I'm in. Now, simply put, the Bible is black history. The children of Israel are predominantly people who are black, people of color. And I don't want to get into myself, because a lot of people they're not sure, but I know my tribe's Ephraim because the Most High woke me up, and we're mixed with the Gentiles. Our forefathers did that, so I claim my Israelite heritage too. But predominantly, Israel is black, especially tribe of Judah. So that's who the real Hebrews are. You just need to visit Deuteronomy 28 and look at the curses that are fallen upon us as a people. You can look at the book of Songs of Solomon, that show Solomon describing his skin color. You just need to look at the color of the earth when Adam was formed. You just need to look at the description of Yehoshua in the book of Revelation to understand these things. So you also know that when the dispersions happened, many went from beyond the rivers of Cush. And that's where the Most High is going to gather people from as he prepares them for the pure language, which is Zephaniah 3. So I also said in the book of Luke, Jerusalem's going to be trampled up by Gentiles. So we have to have an understanding of who the true people are. and who the people of Shem really are. So yeah, so these are the real Hebrews. But nevertheless, we need to be circumcised in the heart, and Gentiles have to be okay also with this truth. But they're welcome into the kingdom, obviously. But salvation's of the Yehudim, and so there's a hierarchy to these things. It needs to be understood. It just needs to be received as a truth. Just like when we walked as Christians previously, we accepted the things that were thrown at us, and we didn't complain because we just wanted to love the Most High. So here's the truth, and this is what it is. So yeah, shalom to you all.
My testimony in how I, a Gentile white male who grew up in a conservative evangelical community, how I became awoken to who the true chosen people of God are, the true Hebrew Israelites really are. And to share the entire story, I will say that question. And he said, my son, they are my true chosen children. They are the true chosen people of me. And to back up that voice, he led me to Deuteronomy chapter 28, where in the first time in my life, those words bounced off and penetrated my heart, and I wept when I finally, after all these years, got an understanding to why our so-called black brothers and sisters in this country and around the world are so mistreated, and especially in this country are so oppressed. It's because they are the true chosen people of the Most High God. They are the true Hebrew Israelites that are in another Egypt of America under a 400-year curse due to the disobedience of their forefathers, and that the Jews that we have thought have been fooled by are not the true chosen people, but they are what Revelations talks about as the imposters, Jewish, like something, but not the real something. But our Hebrew Israelites of today are our so-called black brothers and sisters, and that answer finally came. I wasn't brainwashed, I wasn't coerced, I wasn't in a camp, but I was.
Well, I serious don't know why we always argue about this. Scientifically, it has been proven all human beings came from Africa. I don't know why people, especially the palm-colored people, want to ignore this truth so that ours can achieve. The truth always finds its way out, but this truth has always been there. It's not a new thing. All the Hebrews were black. Egypt and the Garden of Eden are all in Africa. But the question is, where do all this debate come from? And why is it so hard for some people to believe? I remember some days ago how people were mad at Putin that Jesus was black, because there are people who were not aware. Black people are the true chosen people, but many people don't want to accept it. But it is what it is. That's the true fact. There are a lot of verses that prove this. We don't need confirmation anymore to this topic. Anyway, let's just wait for more hidden things to be revealed. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation. Please don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. See you in the next video. It's a bye for now. Stay safe.